Hey everyone, Mr. Tanner here. I just wanted to give you some possible ideas for the create your own graph assignment and some of the data that I had in mind. So for looking around the room, something you could gather data on in graph is the different colors of magnets on that tracking your progress whiteboard. So you could count how many pink magnets and yellow magnets and gray magnets and teal magnets there are, and then you could graph that. So the x-axis would be colors, and you would have like blue or teal, right, yellow. I'm not going to do all of them here, but you could have those. And then on this y-axis, you could have number of magnets. And then you could make a nice colored bar chart. So you could talk about, how many blue ones there are. Maybe there's 6. These are just made up numbers. Then you could say there is 8 yellow. So you could do a bar chart, for example, on how many magnets there are. Or if you want to go beyond that and do a percentage, you could talk about a pie chart, right, where you could say, something like 20% of the magnets are yellow and 30% are blue, and then you would fill in the pie chart with each of the colors. If you choose to do a pie chart, it's going to probably be a lot easier for you to make the chart with Google Sheets, and I'm more than happy to show you how to build a chart on Google Sheets. But pie charts are tricky to do by hand because you have to calculate the size of the wedge based on a percentage. So with pie charts, I'm happy to show you how to do that on Google Sheets. Another example for a type of chart that you could do would be what's called a histogram. And histograms are great for saying how many of something falls into a specific category. So for example, you were to ask each student in the class what size shoe they wear, you could make a histogram where the different categories for your shoe size could be like 0 to 4, 5 to 8, 6 to 9, 10 to, not 9, hold on, sorry, 9 to 12. And then you could do 13 to 16. And then for our histogram, you make sure the bar takes up the full space. So maybe there's 6 students with shoes size 0 through 4. And there's 12 students. This is drawn really sloppily. Yours would look better, hopefully, with shoes size 5 through 8. And maybe there is 3 students, 9 through 12, and 1. Right, that's 13 through 16. So you can make a histogram, and these would work great for shoe sizes. How tall students are. You could have them from like 5 foot to 5'4", from 5'5" to 5'8", something like that for different height categories as well. So histograms are great for saying how many things fit into a category. If you wanted to get really crazy and do some sort of line chart, line charts are great for looking at things, how they change over time. So maybe you would track for a 10-minute period. So in the line chart, the x-axis is time, and maybe you're going from like 0 minutes to 10 minutes. And you would just watch, like over time, how many students, for example, are out of their chairs. And maybe if during the first minute it's 0, and then 30 seconds in, it jumps up to 2. So you would go up to 2 for that point. And then at a minute, it's down to 1. And then maybe at some point, we get up to 4 students who are out of their chairs. So you could, if you really wanted to, track some data over a set of time, and you could build a line chart that way. You could make bar charts for the color of shirts. You could make bar charts for hair color or eye color or color of pants. There's a ton of different things that you can make charts about, but your job is to just choose one thing, gather the data, and then make a chart over that data. And as always, if you're ever stuck or need some help, make sure that you ask for that help. Thanks for listening.